All right. Well, my name is Luke. I'm going to be talking about ethics today. Um, so really, defining ethics is a pretty simple question, but the entire point of ethics is that it's a very complicated matter, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it that you need to understand. But for the basis here, um, defining ethics is pretty simple. It's just the discipline concerned with what is morally good and bad and morally right and wrong. So it's kind of it is just a way of explaining how you would think a situation is morally correct. Um and it's so if you think of that as the kind of center idea, it kind of splits off and there's a lot of different ways this can go. Um, and there's three main divisions of ethics. So we've got metaethics, moral theories, and applied ethics. Those are the three main ones. Metaethics has to deal with the nature of morality. So it all depends on um, how we perceive the world, um, how we kind of take what is given to us just through our surroundings and trying to reason that into a logical sense of why we exist on this planet. Moral theories is kind of different in a way. The next two, moral theory and applied ethics, are kind of different. That one's kind of like the weird middle child, if you want to think about it like that. But moral theories, the next one, is basically it just is a way to explain what makes people do things that are good or make allows you to explain what makes a behavior morally correct. Um, and these moral theories are basically frameworks. They're not specifically rules. They're vague frameworks that you kind of tweak as you go along through life. And you use these to think and talk and reason about a moral issue. Um, and they help us decide if an action is morally correct. Um, this kind of goes into the next division of ethics, which is applied ethics. And this is obviously the use of ethics to reason real world scenarios, um, real world situations. So if you take moral theories and you say, okay, I think stealing is wrong. I think stealing is morally unacceptable. So if I need something from a store, I must buy it because if I steal it, I am doing a morally heinous action. Um, and it can be considered a bad act. So I want to do good acts based on this moral theory. Um, so I want to do the good action of buying it from them, and everyone gets out happy. My major and future career is information technology and networking. That's my major right now. I'm looking into 3D printing and additive manufacturing. Um, Pretty much the same thing. And then another field I'm interested in is software engineering. But it's crazy because even in this field, um, I'm still talking about ethics. I went to do my other homework, and one of the first things I clicked on was computer ethics. So ethics and technology are really really intertwined, as crazy as it sounds. Um, but it's honestly a really interesting subject when you look into it. Um, and specifically in the way of how my understanding of ethics might help me in the future, or whatnot. It can help me kind of handle moral dilemmas about computers and the way I use computers and technology on a daily basis. Um, if we're looking at the privacy problem of you go on somebody's computer and there's private files, right? and it's like a business computer. You're at like a law firm or something. Um, the moral dilemma is, do you look at those to clean those out if they happen to be like things that may hurt the computer or things that shouldn't be on the computer in the first place? But if they're private files from a specific person, then how do you go about doing that without violating um their own kind of morality and stuff like that? So it's very interesting. Um Specifically, it can help me kind of decide the important choices and reason how to take care of situations. Again, like computer privacy, and like computer tampering and that stuff. But besides that, that's pretty much it.